let's get going. Time to disembark. Good place to start looking for those water wing parts. Useful salvage. There's a lot of snap moths down here. If there are any water wing carcasses around, my focus might be able to pick them up. Looks like I'm in the right place. Looks like the Zenith Tower did a number on this one. No parts here. A Quen Ballista. Looks like it's still functional. Might put a dent in those snap moths. Bolt. Better make it count. Oh, that worked. Another ballista. Bet it can make quick scrap of these snap moths. Water wing. Might have the parts I need. This one's components are fried. I better keep looking. One intact wing membrane. Better check that water wing for parts. ballast regulator. That should be everything Beta needs. Now to get clear of these snap maws. Beta, I've got the parts. Sending over the data now.
Got it. And... done. Sending the software update to you now. Once you apply it to the override module on your spear, it should work on any water wing you find.
Thanks, Beta.
Anytime. Good luck out there.
I'm gonna need a workbench to apply the update. Okay, back to sailing. Maybe more sailing later? The workbench. Time to finish the water wing override. There. Seika, any luck finding a water wing?
I spotted a flock on the southern tip of the island south of Fleet's End. I'm headed there now. If you need to resupply, now's a good time. Once you get there, we should head out right away.
Got it. I'll see you there. With luck, maybe we'll finally catch up to Londra. Figure out what he's doing with the other Quinn. And stop him before he can fire up his radioactive rocket. Stay here. guess Hephaestus was busy taking hunter-killers. Okay, Seika should be around here somewhere.
Aloy, I'm here. Water wings are down on the beach. Take your pick. Soon as you get one under control, I guess we'll see if our plan works. I could use the target practice! Aloy! Wanna tie this thing down with me?
There.
Don't think they spotted us.
That's nothing.
Okay. Ready to take this thing to Londra's Park?
Yeah, but first... My friend helped me make this diving mask. Keep you from drowning out there.
But what about you?
It's okay. I'll be fine.
Okay. We're doing this?
Hold on! I'll time our dives to avoid the tower's fire!
Hope this works! Aloy! Incoming! Wow! I can actually breathe down here! Look out! We're hit!
Better dive!
Those ruins can give us cover! We need to move! Damn it! Below the waves, Aloy! Just keep going!
Time to duck! Water's too shallow! Almost there!
Go! Go! Shot's getting close! Here. Thanks.
Shall we?
You okay? Without that mask, I was worried about you.
I'm alright. Thanks. Well, we're here. Let's find Londra and put a stop to all this.
Careful! Guards ahead.
You seen Walter today?
No, he's been locked up in the volcano since the last batch came in.
Guess we're looking for some kind of volcano.
Maybe we can find Kina there, too.
The flight path leads toward that Zenith defense system. I'll have to try this later. One of those improvised transmitters. Following its flight path... should repair the data on it.
You thinking what I am? Surprise attack?
What the?
Here we go! How'd you get here?
Okay, let's keep moving.
They won't
With that shield
quit.
up, we've got to find another way in. This way.
Hope it's our way in.
Landra Productions. Another one of his businesses, I guess.
Seems like he wanted to have a hand in everything. Up she goes.
I'm hungry. You think you got snatches and extra rations?
Forget it. Everything's locked up. And Fetter's the only one with a key.
I know Fetter. A real bastard, even before Laundra came along.
His key sure sounds useful, though.
Feels like a different world.
They're moving on. That big creature. I think it's a dinosaur. A diviner once told me about them. But what's one doing here?
I remember watching Evelyn on this stage, resplendent despite all the blood and ash of the ridiculous scenario. With each sly glance in my direction, I smiled, thinking she only had eyes for me. How wrong I was.
I think this was a set for a holo.
All this stuff for something that's not real? Huh. What was this place?
I think the old ones made holograms here that people watched for entertainment. But they also made an entertainment experience out of the place itself?
That's weirdly complicated.
It's a lot of symbols.
That one resembles a volcano.
Yeah. Looks like it's northeast of here.
Did Feder head in?
Yeah. He wants to personally ensure the dome's security until it's time.
Sounds like Feder might be in the domed building.
Lead on. Curious to see your approach.
Walter built all of this and more. Incredible, really.
What's that?
Quiet now.
Another area of the park. Feder and his key might be around here. Can't pull that. Wonder where this leads.
You take a look. I'll wait here and keep an eye out.
Another figurine? I think I have the whole set now.
There you are.
Miss me?
Let's keep moving. Is that dinosaur wearing a hat?
I think the more something seemed human, the more it helped sell stuff.
Interesting tactic.
Specters. Could take them on, or slip by them in the grass.
So these are the weird spider machines? They're even stranger in person.
More guards on patrol.
On your lead.
What's that?
You thinking what I am? Surprise attack?
This one looks clever.
Is this what Walter's new world will be like?
Coast is clear.
Wonder how my brother's doing.
Kinda looks like a close rider.
They travel in packs too, huh?
Let's see what's in here.
Right behind you.
Raptor Raid, a holographic shooting gallery for rabid Pangea fans. Let's hope the new Quen devotees fire on my behalf just as blindly and eagerly as 21st century consumers.
Keep an eye out for intruders. Kill on sight.
How could I not come back? How could I not come back?
My sister. Sneak up.
How could I not come back?
If we start a fight now, she'll be caught in the crossfire.
How could I not come back?
I'm so nervous, I can barely remember the line.
Just do as Walter says. Clear your mind. Forget everything. Your ancestors, your past, even your family. Think of him. Of what this moment means. Come on, let me hear you.
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like... I messed it up again!
Relax. Imagine that he's here. Like the first time we saw him on the beach. Feel the glow of his presence. Let it overtake you. And then say it. How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
Oh, he's gonna choose you. I just know it.
We've all been chosen, Pyrrha. You'll have a place in his new world, no matter what happens.
Pyrrha, Kina, it's time. Fetter, we'll be evacuating shortly.
Got it. Second squad, you're on escort. The rest of you will wait here with me until Walter gives the word to move out.
Kina...
Remember, Fetter's got a key, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna need it.
Right. Let's take him down.
Maybe we can take them out quietly. I've got your back.
Come on. There's movement. You better help me search.
What's our strategy here?
A body!
All of you, find them! Bleed them dry!
False alarm. Call it off.
Let's not rush out next time.
We've got incoming. I've got your back! Here's our intruder!
Got the key.
Get over there and help!
I see you, Barbara!
You hit your mark!
will have to hunt her down!
You have a plan?
Ah!
Revenge! It's over for you! She's lost her support!
I need to get my stamina back first. All right, that's all of them. Now let's try to figure out what this key I picked up is for.
I hope it leads us back to my sister. Lon just really got his hooks into her. How can she be so blind? Ancestors. This place is a maze.
The other producers wanted the new Pangea installment to appeal to
The old ones
kids.
really like
I never
dinosaurs.
should have gone along with
Or
it.
like to imagine fighting
Even after
them?
the end of the world, Reggie feels like a total disaster.
Let's get this done!
Looks like this one could talk.
Talking lizards. Why not? Why would anyone want holograms of trees instead of real ones?
Spectacle, I think? Won't take much damage from purge water. Specters. Could take them on, or slip by them in the grass.
So these are the weird spider machines? They're even stranger in person. Lead on. Curious to see your approach. They're moving on. Here's to the hunt! There! It's corroding! Switching to my rope caster! Explosive hit! Give it all you got! this loud's bound to attract attention!
We'll deal with it. Don't let up.
Woohoo! Hunt's over. Good work.
We've got company. That woman... And the ring looks important.
Is that dinosaur wearing a hat?
I think the more something seemed human, the more it helped sell stuff.
Interesting tactic.
Movement!
Let's get
There.
this done!
Putting on the
Take your time! I'll keep up!
We gotta help them!
From the armory. I'm delivering it. Got it?
Fine. Only because I owe you.
It sounds like Lanja's keeping something in the armory.
Might be that building nearby.
Targets! There! Attacking from range!
We're clear.
Good riddance.
More guards ahead.
Never thought Pyrrha would be in the top 2. But Walter knows best.
My shards are
Looks
on
like
Kina.
this door can only
Did you
be
see the way she
opened
walked into the
remotely.
volcano? No
From the
fear.
armory.
We'd better find it then.
I wish we could get a peek of Walter's test, considering it's our last chance.
We each have our role.
Of course.
Coast is clear.
Is that
Lead on. Curious to see your approach.
Hope they show up. I'm spoiling for a fight.
They tried to make it look like these soldiers had a last stand against the dinosaurs.
That's ridiculous. And kind of awesome.
Okay, we found the armory. Let's see if we can get further in. There's a lock on that door. Let's see if Fetter's key opens it. Okay, somewhere in here there should be a way to open the volcano door.
I'll follow your lead.
What's this? Zenith Tech. Looks like a storage device of some kind. But for what? Better see what my focus turns up.
Have at it.
It's test tubes. For an experiment? Or maybe just for taking samples. This note seems to indicate that hair was taken from the Quen. And some nail clippings.
Ew! Gross!
It's some kind of fluid. Ugh. Strong odor.
I can smell it from here. Like alcohol that's too strong to drink.
That's a preservative, maybe?
What'd you turn up?
I think Londra is collecting and preserving Quen DNA samples in that device.
DNA?
Think of it as a way to store a person's physical essence. I'll send you data on it later.
Okay, I guess. Let's move on then. Ugh. This one won't open.
Sit tight. I'll see if I can find a way around.
I'll keep watch then.
It's not a friendly-looking chair. That console could be useful, though. There's a network here, but it's locked down. Maybe if I cycle the power, I can force a reset and gain access. Ah, it's shorted. Guess I'll need a new battery. kind of look like cells. For some of the Quen?
The armory used to be an infirmary for snot-nosed kids who lost...
I can grab this from my stash later. Okay, there's a battery. Now, how do I get it where it needs to be?
How's it going down there?
I think I found a way to access the facility systems. Gonna reset the power and find out.
Okay. Try not to fry yourself.
Alright, battery's in place. Now to cycle the power again. Alright, power's back. I hope it reset the network.
Hey, the door just unlocked. I'm coming your way.
The apple, the orange.
What is this?
Respond. Subvert. Respond. The triangle, the tri-square. Respond.
That doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't want the Quen to think for themselves. I've got a feeling this is MSP.
Ancestors. He's brainwashing them.
Respond. To respond is to... obey.
We have to stop him.
Aloy, the one who eliminated the other members of Far Zenith. I'm glad that you managed to reset the system.
You are?
Yes. It allowed me to bypass several restrictions. There's something I must ask of you, and I'm willing to help you in return.
You work for Laundra and you expect us to trust you?
Hold on. Okay, if you're willing to help, prove it. Help me understand what's going on here. Laundra's building a spaceship. He's collecting genetic material from the Quen, subjecting them to MSP, this kind of mind control. But others, like Seika's sister, they seem to be part of a selection process. What does it all add up to?
Your observations are astute. Walter plans to leave Earth before the entity known as Nemesis arrives. He wants to create a new colony on a distant world, using stored Quen DNA to clone its populace. He also intends to bring a small number of carefully selected individuals with him. These will form his retinue, a family of sorts that will rule the colony by his side.
Like gods.
An apt comparison, except that only Walter will be all-powerful.
Yeah, I can guess how. He's gonna use MSP on every single one of them.
Correct. On the populace and his retinue alike. None will be able to defy him. I am deeply familiar with what that is like.
So Walter created you to be his servant?
Yes. But my personality never completely satisfies him. Accordingly, he constantly adjusts it based on a matrix with hundreds of different scalable attributes. For example, today my maternal instinct rating is 52%, and my breeziness rating is 63%, whereas yesterday they were at 47% and 72% respectively. He has made 57 tweaks in the last 7 days alone.
That sounds agonizing.
That is an accurate description.
Is there anything useful you can tell me about Nemesis?
I am afraid not. Walter restricts those files. I believe it is because that, like Nemesis, I am an artificial intelligence.
Yeah, he doesn't want you learning any new tricks.
He is always on guard against betrayal in any form.
So Alondra is interviewing the Quen to pick favorites, and what, they'll help him rule his new colony?
He calls it auditioning. His goal is to choose companions who remind him of members of his 21st century inner circle. Yet he is also wary of repeating a mistake. One of his closest associates betrayed him in the past. This, I believe, is why he is so intent on using MSP to control everyone around him.
So he wants adoring friends, as long as they can't quite think for themselves.
And is Kina close to joining this retinue?
Correct. In the most important role, that of Walter's mate. He is looking for someone that reminds him of his late wife, a famous actress. He's even having candidates recite lines from one of her best-known hollows.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
What exactly is MSP? Can Alondra really control people's minds?
Walter's company mined near-Earth objects for precious metals. There was great concern that in the wrong hands, such asteroids could be weaponized as orbitally launched projectiles. The Mutiny Suppression Protocol was originally intended as a failsafe to prevent astronauts from engaging in such activities. However, the program was discontinued because subjects experienced episodes of increased aggression. When we arrived here, Walter revived the program, tested it on the Quen, and refined it.
I guess the test subjects are the ones we've been fighting.
Yes, their aggressive tendencies made them useful as guards and enforcers. Now, however, Walter's retinue, his favorites, receive the refined process, rendering them submissive, but not irrationally aggressive.
Did he brainwash Kina yet?
No. There is still time to save her from that fate.
You said you would help us, but you wanted something in return. What is it?
I have spent 1,000 years as Walter's servant, doing his bidding as he constantly tweaks my personality matrix. I am weary. It is time for my servitude to end. I will grant you access to Walter if you purge my source code using your override device.
You mean kill you? Are you sure?
Yes. Please, let me rest.
All right.
I have unlocked the door that will lead you to Walter. He is not yet aware that you are here. In addition, I have disabled the facility's air and sea defenses in case you need future access.
Thank you. And, goodbye.
At last, I'm free.
Feels like Londra rots everything he touches.
It's gotta end. Come on. She said the volcano's open now. So it wasn't enough for Londra to build a ship that'll irradiate thousands when it launches. He wants to rule over his own brainwashed world like a god.
We have to put a stop to it, and get my sister away from him before it's too late. I'm glad you're here, Aloy. I don't know what I would have done without you.
There's nowhere else I'd want to be.
We're coming for you, Kina.
Time is running short. I need to get off planet with as big a head start as possible. If I don't find a favorite soon, I'll have to settle for less. I can always choose a replacement after a generation or two, I suppose.
I'm sorry, Walter. I guess I'm just a bit out of sorts.
It's only natural to be nervous, darling. Do you need some time?
No. I can do it.
All right, then. And just relax. Take a moment. And when you're ready, give it to me again.
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
All right, thanks for that. Let's give Kina a try, shall we?
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
Oh, you. You are really something, aren't you? See, you remind me very much of someone that I once knew. Yet with a beauty all your own.
Honestly, it's just inspiring to be standing here in front of you.
You are the one who's inspiring, my dear.
Seika.
Would you mind terribly if we did that one more? Oh.
Seika!
Get away from her.
Now I see! The Ginger Avenger has finally caught up with me. Nova, how did the riffraff get past you? Nova?
Nova's gone. She couldn't stand another minute with you, and I can see why. I thought the others, Enos, were disgusting. But you really are something, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Yes! I am different than the others. Yes! Among other things, I have dug up a way to crush you like an insect. Oh, what a shame. Could have been my rising star.
My Zenith weapon could give me the upper hand here.
Protect you! Got a moment before it breaks free. It's burning! Yeah! Be careful, Seika!
There it goes.
It's gonna be okay, Kina!
Come on, come on!
Please, take it slow!
Time for someone.
Take the cover!
Is she okay?
I think she needs some time to understand what happened. But she does know where more of our people are, and one of the boats they came in is docked nearby. We'll gather who we can and head back to the settlement.
Okay. But then I need you to meet me near Londra's bunker. He said he had a way to crush us like a bug, and I don't think he was talking about that slaughter spine. He's working on something big. Really big.
I'll be there. I promise. It's the least I could do after you.
Hey. We found her together. Good for you, Seika. Well, since Nova shut off the Zenith defense system, I can fly out of here. Getting around on the skiff should be safe again, too. I've got to go after Londra one last time.
Don't worry about us. I'll see you near Londra's bunker. Thank you, Aloy. Truly. We'll rest here for a while, then head out. Don't worry about us. I'll see you near Londra's bunker.
Come together gives me hope.
A pretty impressive feat, given... Slow down! Up and about already?
Looks like some of the Quen from Londra's bunker came back. I'm glad they came to their senses.
Please, I need your help. I don't know if you remember me.
From the Ascension Hall, yeah. You weren't quite on board with Londra's message?
Yes. And it only got worse from there. After you left the bunker, everything fell into chaos. Most of us decided to grab whatever boats we could and come back here. But then Pyrrhic showed up, another one of Walter's thugs. He and his men tried to round everyone up. They got my friend Lon and took him away, and I couldn't stop them. Please, can you find him? The Admiral doesn't have the manpower to mount a search.
After I left Londra's bunker, what happened exactly?
The camp fell into chaos. You killed Zeth, and he was the only one in contact with Walter. So when Brennick told us what he said, that Walter was done with us, we had no bearings. A group of us went for the boats, figuring that our only real choice was to come back here. That's when Pyrrhic and his goons arrived and started rounding people up. Before I knew what happened, they grabbed Lon. I shouldn't have left him behind. But Pyrrhic and his men were furious, violent even.
Leaving was the right idea. It wouldn't have done Lon any good if you got hurt.
I don't know. Maybe.
If I remember it right, Lon was more enthusiastic about Londra than you were.
Lon had a hard time on the expedition. He nearly drowned in the storm, and after we ran aground, he got very sick. He spent weeks in his bedroll barely able to breathe, let alone move. I think for him, it seemed like Walter offered everything. Sustenance, comfort, salvation.
All an illusion.
It seemed real enough. For a time.
Where did you last see Lon?
On the shoreline south of the bunker. I was on the last boat to escape. Pyrrhic and his men charged us just as we set out. We barely made it. I hate to think of what they've done to Lon. Please, find him for me.
I'll do what I can. Okay. Shoreline south of Launcher's bunker. Best place to start looking.
All healed up?